All right, as always, here's the risk disclosure. Trading futures is risky. Know what you're doing before you do it, and you can lose all your money. Also, this live stream is not financial advice. It is for educational purposes only, and the live stream is not intended to copy my trades. Good morning, everybody. Happy Friday. Morning, Joan, Vegas, Jim, Doctor. Hope you are doing well. Let's see what we got going on here today. Hopefully we have a good day today. I need one. Been a down week for me. Looks like we had to move short. Oh yeah, I didn't even realize that. Today is Friday the 13th. Let's see. 30 tick. Just had ODD into these double clusters. So let's see what happens there. 50 tick. Nice move down. We're at the -7 dev. So after this nice 4-bar shot down and hitting a dev, we may get a little chop here. And then we have the double clusters on the 30, so a couple ZOIs here to the left. So let's see what happens. No news this morning during my session, not until 10 a.m. Nice, congrats. Yep. Take that thing slow. Don't want to lose that PA for sure. That's never fun. Morning, Dan. Glad to see that. I love seeing people get funded. We do have a simplicity long going here, but let's see if it actually wants to go long. Might be laying an exhaustion box and a mini magnet here. Be interesting if it lays that, because I was going to say there's two ZOIs here to the left. But that went away. Yeah, I know. Doctor, when you get in those runs and then you get out or get knocked out and then it keeps going. always go back to what Daryl said, is that the most professional traders out there always want to get at least just a third of a run. So that's just kind of as soon as I get that feeling like, dang, I should have stayed in, or what is going to keep going, I just automatically think of that. We do have an LRE here, but I'm going to sit it out because I did just jump on. We're in these clusters on the 30 tick. It is off the deviation, but there's not much else other than a deviation and wall here. We have these ZOIs. This is where those double ZOIs are to the left. Price came right up to them, so I'm not sure if this could bounce back and go through that or not. So I'm just going to kind of wait a little bit. We're getting close to having HD on the 30 tick as well in a short. So he probably will have HD if this bar closes down. It's really close. 2% more, we have HD. Yeah, there's HD now if this bar closes short. So we'll see what happens. And that's a main thing of looking left, because you can see those double ZOIs here to the left, those are 30 tick ZOIs. Price came right up to the top of those and pulled back. So it hasn't proven to me that it can make it through there yet. Morning, Todd. The bar on the 30 tick hasn't closed down, so, but it is building a lot more volume in the bar. 11,394. Okay, so 11,394.25 is our low. So we're not too far off from our low of the day. Actually, we probably just made that. Yeah, we just made that low right here when it hit the wall on that ODD. Actually, I'm just realizing this. Okay, so that was the low of the day, and we had ODD on the 30 tick. So that would have been a simplicity. Not so much the LRE, because still the same reason. It did lay a crash now, but still the same reason on that LRE, but the simplicity would have been one I would have been more interested in, because ODD on the 30 tick, low of the day. The only thing I would have had to watch out for is those double clusters. I would expect it to hesitate, which it did. It pulled back, but yeah, I mean, it's a valid LRE. But see, I would have got in probably right around the deviation level. So let's see if I would have got knocked out. 410.25. Yeah, I would have probably been knocked out of this trade, because that's 4 points. If you had a 5-point stop, you'd have been fine. But yeah, I would have gotten knocked out, and then it would have ran up. But it was valid, but the reason why I didn't take it is because there wasn't anything except for this deviation and wall here. And a lot of times deviations you could chop on, so I didn't love that. And on the left, the double ZOIs right at the top here. I didn't like that. And just like here on this, got triple clusters here, ODD on the 10 tick, triple clusters, and it's still right in that area where those double ZOIs are to the left. And there's nothing to bounce off of here or anything, or HD. I need to put my stop back to 15 ticks. So we're heading into this area with a bunch of ZOIs, and so this is what I'm There we go. Right here we have a bunch of spread out ZOIs. Cluster right above it, these double mini magnets. So it may come up to this level here, but I don't really like that area to be in a trade. If we didn't have these double clusters on the 30 tick here, I would like this long a lot more. Because if these double clusters weren't there, this would tell me this is probably going to run up to that area to see what's going on. But I just don't like the double clusters right there in this pathway. Good morning. Good morning. I'm just waiting to see if this will, what this can do up here at this area with these ZOIs. Because, I mean, when you have spread out ZOIs like this, you got these 3, these 2. I mean, it very well could chop in this area. And then the deviation is a potential chop area. So this kind of zone right here that we're in is one that I'm not really looking at to trade. I want it to either go short from the deviation or long above these ZOIs. Yep, bunch of clusters on the 10 tick now in that zone. Would have liked the 30 tick to leave a mini magnet here when it was right up here. Leave a mini magnet and head short. That would have been nice. That would have been a signal that it could push short. See, when there's not much going on like right this second, I just start looking for signals of what could push it in a direction. Like, for example, if this pulled down and laid a mini magnet on this deviation and closed up, that could be a signal to push right through. Same thing, if it would have came up to here where these EOIs are, laid a mini magnet and pushed and closed down, then that could be a signal that it's going to push down. Mini magnets, I mean, that's why I love, and Lori loves mini magnets, because they tell you, they give you signals. Mini magnets push away and attract. So if there's double mini magnets down here, you know, price could very well attract to it. If a bar lays a mini magnet, like I was just saying, then it could use it as a push off. All right, let's see if price wants to go short here. See, that's why I'm not too sure if it's going to go short, because it didn't leave me any signal when this bar closed down, other than it closed down. We have this OPR indicator here, but just by itself, that doesn't really mean much. So now, if this bar that we're on now laid a mini magnet here, kind of in this area where these clusters are, and closed down, I would love that. Because then that'd be my signal. Okay, it likes this. There's activity in this area. Let's push off of it and go down. You know, at least to this Paul or the next order print if it continues to break. But it did not do that. Yeah, that would be a third bar sling. It wouldn't be one that you'd mark as a wall or anything, because it's not a higher high or a lower low, but an indication.
Double cluster NQ.
And I did mention right when I got on here too, I said, if you remember, I said after this 4-bar run like this and at a deviation, I wouldn't be surprised if it chopped. And we got 3 bars of chop here. And we're still not out of it just yet. So that's just kind of setting up expectations. And those LREs, if you look, well, I can't have both charts, but the LREs that we just had that I skipped were in the towards the middle and top of those 50 tick bars. So if I'm expecting that they potentially could turn into chop right here, that's another good reason to not take the LRE. Yep. Good eye there. ZOI, you can see it on the simplicity chart here. Drop this ZOI here. Looking left, one right there, pretty much the same area. Same zone, and ZOIs we know are called zone of interest. So that's a zone of interest. And look, that's a 400 level, 11,400. So, and another cluster on the 30 tick. So market's just really deciding if it wants to go below that 400 area or not. You know, double zero level, psychological level. So I will want because we're at the bottom here, I will prefer this bar to close at 389.50 to get us out of there, which would be right below. And it's funny how it works. When you look for points to break out, that usually means it's getting out, like breaking some order prints, which 389.50 would be right here, which is right below this mini magnet and Paul. And that Paul is from the 30 tick. So it's funny how that works. Again, why I'll always say these order prints are just so amazing to me. Morning, Bill. I really, really don't like how the pre-market sessions have been since the new year, to be honest. Because it's either has slow price action or news crazy action. It's been not so great. December was great, but man, definitely have to have patience so far. Yep. So the only news we have is 10 a.m. consumer sentiment, which is a pretty high impact news event. So if you're trading, be careful of that. Yeah, Todd, the breakouts on the 50 haven't even been the same. They don't really break out. They break out, but they don't go anywhere too fast or too soon. So it's like, all right, we got a breakout. Oh wait, it's hesitating. It's going, but I don't know. Yeah, I agree, John. I really think that's what's going on. There's so much stuff in the air. As far as, are we heading towards a recession? Are we already in a recession? Is things getting better? Are they not? As far as the Fed and the government, us people, we know what's going on out there. But as far as from the mouths of those others, they, in a sense, what they say and do is gonna have an effect on the market. So I think the market makers, hedge funds, pensions, all these institutional players are like, all right, what's the Fed gonna do here? What's the government gonna do? What are these reports gonna say? And getting a feel for, do we want push this thing up? Are we gonna crash? So yeah, definitely agree, John. Being the second week of the year, yeah. Just had that new CPI report come out. So maybe the next couple weeks things will start moving along a little better. Oh yeah, 100% agree, Vegas. One of Jay Powell's last speeches, it was in December, basically said, I don't know what's going to happen. We're just taking it day by day. We have no idea. No kidding. A few weeks ago, yeah, Vegas. I posted on my Facebook. I went to Walmart. Normally I don't. I'm in Houston area, so I'm in Texas. So I normally go to HEB. If y'all don't know what HEB is, for those of you not in the area, it's the best grocery store in the world. Anyways, I had to go to Walmart and grab some eggs, and it was an 18 pack of extra large eggs. It was for $8.70, and I was like, "Are you kidding?" I knew eggs last time I saw a few weeks ago they were like $5, and I was like, "No, that's Walmart, crazy Walmart." And then, sure enough, HEB was, it was cheaper, but it's still like $7, and now they're even more. I was like, "What? This is insane." Eggs? Nice, Jim. Yeah, we're gonna have to get on a barter system here pretty soon. Man, what do you need? Whoever's got eggs right now has the gold. Yeah, my dad lives up in um, S- um, Somerville, which is, for those of y'all not too familiar with Texas, it's by College Station, about 30 minutes from College Station, which is where the Texas A&M plays, where they are. And he's got some land out there, and he's been wanting to get chickens for a while. So after, with this whole egg thing, he's like, all right, guess that's my signal. That's my sign. Time for me to go get some chickens. They got chickens everywhere out there. Back to the deviation level. Still in the see here we go. Still in the chop. Closed another bar of chop. 4-bar chop. Looking for a breakout. Should still be the 398 or 389 down here, 389.50 for breakout short, 427.75 for breakout long. If price will ever move. Ooh. That's brother-in-law has that, Jeff. Morning, Nikita. Yeah, it. What was I gonna say? Yeah, it seems pre-market this last week and this week is almost moved only by news. At least during my trading session, there seems like there's some moves at around 7 a.m., 6 a.m., and then the hour before the open, it just turns into this. Nikita, that's a streaming app program that I use to stream onto YouTube. It's called Streamlabs. That's what I use. It's a great program actually, and it's free, but it's only for while you're streaming. So I can clip sections of different monitors and drag it onto my screen wherever I want to, display it for viewers of the stream. Yeah, Jeff, I've done that before, and I've done that before. Sometimes where I've gotten up early, I'm like, you know what? Let's just see what's happening in the market. I find it hit or miss, but here lately, it seems like it would be a hit at 5, 6 a.m. Oh, okay. Unknown trader. That probably sparked that move then. Because that's about the time it looks like market started heading down right at about 5:30 this morning. Kind of sparked that big long run down. Now, Nikita, that P&L that's right here on my 10 tick that you're looking at right here, this is not, I can't see that on my 10 tick. So my 10 tick chart is clean. Like this is not non-existent there. That's just for the streaming video that it shows it there. Yeah. No, that's actually coming from Rhythmic. This right here. So in Rhythmic, you can open an order book, and That's what it is. It's from an order book. You select your account. The little tabs on the left when you open Rhythmic, it's just order book, and then you find NQ or whatever market you're on. Select your account, and then all I did was just clip this little piece of it. So it's actually a bigger, it's a bigger window with more. It opens up the DOM basically, but I just clipped this little piece. All right. Let's get a little movement here. Let's see if we can get a breakout. Come on. We have 5 bars now, 89.50. Let's get down there. Not sure. The only reason that it may look different, because I use the standard template, the only reason that it may look different is because I copy the order prints from the 30 tick chart to my 10 tick using the order print copier, and the order prints from the 30, I make them a thicker line. So like this orange one down here is a paw from the 30 tick chart. It's just thicker. And then the ZOIs, the thicker ones, are from the 30 tick chart. So that's the only thing different I do. And then the DR down here, these bars, I make it change the setting to where it lines up exactly bar for bar versus the like solid. That's the only thing different I do. The order print copier is part of Thrive, I believe. I think you get them with both Thrive and with the Wealth event, because the Wealth event comes with the Lorex indicator, and I believe they give the OP copier with that as well. But for sure with Thrive, the OP copier. Come on, market. I was hoping that was going to be a breakout, but not sure now. Just more clusters, more ZOIs, spread out ZOIs here. No signal on nothing. Yeah, that's why I'm doing this challenge, because, and it's not going to be a quick, 1 or 2 week. Obviously, I'm regular days. I'm in week 2, the ninth day, but I haven't taken a trade every day. But that's why I'm showing that. That's why I'm doing this, because so many times I see, and I have 4 PAs right now, and I've had my PAs since June of last year. So it's like, I haven't blown them out, and just trying to show you can go slow and steady. That's my main thing. Slow and steady. And, there's way too many times I see on Facebook and different places, people post these huge gains for the day, $5,000 day or 10 grand. And that's great, and I'm talking about in one account, not making $100, $200 over 20 accounts. That's great. But, that's good for them. But that doesn't impress me anymore. The consistency is what impresses me. If you can make $100 or $200 a day, but every day for multiple months, and during that run, you're going to have losses, right? You're gonna have a week, maybe even a week where you're losing. This week, I'm down for the week, but it's just the reality of trading. So that's really my goal in this, is to show you can still be successful in the long run, but you're gonna have these little ups and downs in between, and that's okay. Right. Just like Mark Douglas says, a monkey can hit a button. You know, anybody can hit the buy button and the market goes in that direction. They make great money on that one time. But do that every day. That's impressive, to do it every day. Obviously, every day is not going to be a win, but if you could do it over the course of multiple months, yeah, it's all you got to do. Okay, let me say this, Nutty Bar. I can 100% understand your comment there, that you said I'm waiting to buy Thrive till I show consistency with Sniper, and you love it so far. Okay, I understand that. I agree with that. But as soon as you start feeling like, I wouldn't, if you start feeling like you're maybe not having much success with Sniper for whatever reason, still buy Thrive. Give yourself time to buy it is fine, but no matter what you do, no matter what, if you love the Sniper system or if you decide to quit, still buy Thrive. And the reason I say that is because before I was trading with Apex Sniper system before before they even made it. And I was struggling mainly to my discipline and everything, but I was struggling. And I literally quit. I said, I'm done trading. I'm done, and I quit. And like a couple weeks later, they came out with Thrive. Thrive was recorded. They did the live session. And I said, you know what? Let me give it one more shot. I bought Thrive, watched it, indulged in it, and from there changed my entire trading and kept me in the game. And that's where I started doing good. So I just want to say that, because I don't want you to end up, and I'm not saying this is going to happen, but the worst thing, I wouldn't want you to walk away from the Apex system without buying Thrive. That's the only thing. Yeah, that's ridiculous. Posting trades every day for 9 months without a loss. Yeah, that's ridiculous. Oh my gosh, look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, eighth bar of chop. This is, I mean, screaming at me that there's nothing to trade here. Now, if if you're taking sniper trades or Lorex trades and stuff like that, you know, that'd be fine. But like, here's an SLZ. Well, it's not a valid SLZ. But man, nothing going on. Hey, that's a great way to put that, Smack. It's a great way to put that. Your analogy there. Sniper, I'm gonna read that out. Sniper will teach you the OP vocabulary word by word. Thrive will teach you how to put it together, or how to put together a meaningful sentences with those words. That's a great way to put it. Well, what I can hope for now is just to get some 9 a.m. volume come in because pretty ugly. Yeah, no, Vegas, I wouldn't take anything right now either, sniper wise, but I was just kind of meaning when there's not really, I guess my point of that was if there's not really any trends going on, then, if you're trading sniper, you can look for sniper trades off of like top and bottom ranges and things like that. But yeah, there's nothing I would even see right now for sniper right this second. Yeah, it's by far their best course that they've put out, the Thrive event. The sharpshooter was great too. I learned a lot from sharpshooter, but definitely Thrive over sharpshooter. They even everybody at Apex even says Thrive was their best course they've put out. Wonder why so many sells? Well, Apex is on a mission. And that's created a lot of competition. So all these other funding companies are scrambling and they're doing cheap sells. And when they do a cheap sell, even though if you compare apples to apples on all these funding companies, there's no way you could say any is better than Apex. And that's why, and I only promote what I use. So that's why I say that, because I use them. And when Apex, these other companies run a sell too to try to just stay relevant, basically, it's like, well, we don't want people to fall into the trap of a cheap price and then regret it later. So that's kind of a thing. So Apex is like, well, let's, make sure, and all these people, we don't want all these people running over there just because, a $20, $30 account. Let's go ahead and, retain, because we know in the long run it's not gonna be as good. And yeah, 80% off right now, started last night. 80% off and 80% off recurring months, lifetime. Oh man, Vegas. Yeah, this 30 tick, potential mini magnet laying here could be a push up. That bar would close here at 409.25. So right into the deviation and kind of at the middle of all these clusters. So we'll see if it gives it enough to push through, if it does close up. But then also, if it closes up, we'll be right close to the top of the 50 tick bar, which is 415. So pretty close. So either way, we got to, I don't know. You have to just, and who knows, it may not even do anything. Oh yeah, Vegas. That's the bad thing. That's the one thing about resets. It doesn't change. So like resets are best only if you're early into your month. You still got time before renewal. Yeah, every single account going forward from the time they released the one-time PA fees doesn't matter. Going forward, every single valuation has the option for a one-time fee when you go to PA. Yeah, Jean, sharpshooter is more learning how do I put it? They teach you how, yeah, I guess the levels. It's more about levels, walls, lorry walls, and using targets for longer trades, like, you know, using the 30 tick for bigger targets. But it's a lot about levels and walls. Okay, we're getting a little. That 9 a.m. volume is kind of pumping the market, making it move a little bit. We did get the breakout bar to close, but that could have been a little spike on volume because it's retracing some. So let's see. Let's see if it wants to go. It did close down. Instantly retracing, so the fee, the one-time fee, it depends on account size. So I don't remember them all off the top of my head. I know the 50K is $140. The 25K I think is $130, and I don't remember the rest off the top of my head. Is it convertible? What do you mean, John? Oh, like once you're in a PA? Is that what you mean? If that's what you're asking, no. Once you sign up with a PA, then that's what it is. So like if you already had a PA and you're on a monthly plan, you can't switch to the one time. I got a couple that I would definitely do that with if I could, but yeah, I still got to pay on those monthly. All right, we do have an SLZ on the 30 tick chart. So we got star 9 low volume score, ZOI. My little SLZ indicator down here is showing that. So let's see if that will be our signal to push us up. But then again, on this next bar, now a potential mini magnet. So maybe at the moment, a little bit of a conflicting message. Now, this mini magnet would be at the top of the new 50 tick bar. So if this closes short, that could push us out. So we'll see. SLZ could push us long. If this bar closes with this mini magnet, could definitely push us short. So more, but then it might lay this mini magnet if it goes long. So this is going to be an interesting bar to see what happens here when it closes. And it can always close with nothing. But so SLZ could push it long. If this bar closes long with this mini magnet, another signal that it'll keep pushing long. And if Simplicity could flip long, that'd be great. But who knows? Because we're still right here. I'm going to leave it on the 30 tick because it's going to be interesting to see. All right, close long with that mini magnet. I'm fully expecting this to push long now. Because we have SLZ. Came back down to test this area. Closed up with a mini magnet. Expectations would be that it would push up now. That would be expectations. But we know how that goes. The indicator is the same as the 10 tick. So if you go into your indicators, there's a SLZ detector. So I have the SLZ detector, and I thought I had a trapped Xbox detector on there as well. I could be wrong. But yeah, it's just in your indicators. It's called the SLZ detector. Smack. SR987. Well, I appreciate the subscribe. Hang around. I put out a lot of discounts. Hey, but to be honest, I've never traded any static account ever. So, I'm not too sure. I don't look into very many static accounts. I don't do the static accounts because really the way I trade, if I do static, exactly, that's what I was about to say. If I do static, I'd have to start off with very few micros if I even do multiple micros, just to create a little bit of a buffer, because there's no way, because I believe it starts with like a $600 $600 drawdown to begin with. And I mean, I only risk about $150 a day, but that only gives me a few days of cushion. So and that's how I do my management. My money management, it's all based on how many days of risk do I have. If y'all haven't watched any of my money management videos, that's how I base it off of. So if I have a $2,500 threshold and I'm risking $150 a day, that means I can lose almost 17 days in a row before I blow that account, my max loss amount. And that's hard to do. It's possible, but that's hard to do. Now, if I have $600 and I'm risking $150, I got 4 days. If I lose 4 days in a row, my max amount, which I still typically that doesn't happen, but I only got 4 days of cushion there. So I'd have to definitely go into micros. And I don't like trading micros. Well, see, doctor, that'll tell you though. That'll tell you exactly the problem. That means if you're following money management and you blow out the account, that means you need to work on the setups, on the trading strategy. Take better trades, figure something out on that end. But if you're not following money management, well then there you go. That's the other way. So it helps you. Yeah, exactly. So you know exactly what area you need to work on. So but of course, we all know none of it's easy to work on. It doesn't matter what part it is. It takes hard work. Man, 9:10 a.m. and nothing. Look at my whole trading session today. I started right about right after this little run is when I got on. Right between these two bars. And I've had nothing but chop on the 50 tick and this little bar down. So, and I remember, I think it was last week, or maybe it was this week. One of the days that I didn't take a trade, the exact same thing happened, and I was like, man, look at this. Since I've been on it, we've only had like 5 bars on the 50 tick move. So that just goes to show you having market awareness that this market is just not good, which does suck because I started this 25K challenge and, having to, but, that's part of it, to show all of it, having market awareness, accepting losses, knowing there's going to be more wins. I mean, this is trading. So. Yep. Vegas, that's what'd you ask? You asked something about pulled up the column. In which window in R Trader did you pull up the column for P and L in ticks? So you have to go to open your R Trader. And here, let me. Okay, let's see. Market's trying to go long, but I don't. Let's see. We got. All right, let me show you this. Here's our trader. And on the side over here, you got your order books. So if you open up an order book, that's the window that pulls up this P&L here. So in that window, when you have it open, you'll be able to select your account. And then you just click here where it says total P&L and ticks. If you just click it, see, I click it. Turns it off. You can go to dollar. It's on dollar normally, standard. But then I just click it and you can change it to ticks. Yep, TBS, Dan, and that's a good TBS. Third bar sling right here. I'll be looking. If this makes a nice run long, that'll turn into a wall right there. That's definitely our TBS signal to push long. So if this tip makes a nice little run, then yeah, I'll mark that as a wall. If you look all the way left over here, there was a ZOI there. That's where those ZOIs, where we had that one, they came back and laid another one there. Well, now there's a mini magnet. You can see it pretty clear here. Well, I can't really put it all on one screen. Oh, I keep seeing Richard. Because I just saw a comment from Vegas, and then I saw Richard. Sorry about that. Yeah, see? Y'all's comments are right on top of each other. So it's halfway my fault. Because Vegas asked about the market open Monday, and then Richard asked about the window. So I guess I just combined the two. Sorry. Yeah, that age. Getting up there. The market is open Monday, I believe. I think it's a half day. Probably close at 1 p.m. I don't know. I got to check. I think it's 1 p.m. though. Yeah, Manila. Yeah, if you have no idea what this is, then you 100% will probably be confused. This is the Apex sniper charts, the Apex sniper system. And it's basically it's order prints. All these things that you're seeing are order prints. It's basically what it is order flow, uses order flow and footprints combined to place all these symbols and indicators and things on our charts and that tells us exactly what's happening in the market based on the orders. So Apex does offer a free 30-day boot camp that you can check out. No credit card or nothing needed to see the system. So that's cool. Cool thing about Apex. They open up their entire system for free to test out and see, versus charging a crap ton of money up front and then, not even knowing if it's something that you like. Yeah, we came back up here. We're back at this deviation level where we were chopping at. We got a pullback, but, we do have Lorex here, some clusters, a little bit of 2-3 bar chopping going on here. No HD, nothing really to get me excited about taking this pullback. It's just testing this area. Simplicity, you got choppy. See, we had a little pop up here, and then it's choppy right in here. See, I even look at simplicity too. If it's a straight pullback, nice. But here it came down. It's just kind of, it's choppy, hitting this top here, looking left. So these are one of the ones where if it runs, I'm fine with missing that, and I'll just look for the next one. Nice. Total of 10 ticks on the day. Hey, I'll take 10 ticks on the day. I got 0. Yeah, Richard. It's getting really close. 9:18 now. So that's a good idea, Jeff. It probably is faster too, I'm sure, versus saying setup A and setup B. See, and now the 30 tick is potentially laying a mini magnet there. So if this bar closes down and we get these spaced out mini magnets like that, then yeah, I don't like it. Yeah, I'm going to hop on the ER here in a little bit after the open, and I'll probably hang around a little bit, but after the stream. David! Richard. That doesn't surprise me, Richard. Somebody mentioned that this covers. Here, let's do this. Let's move this over here. How's that? That way the current bar, you can see if there's a potential setup. I'll just move that over there. Richard, that pass me the meat and give it to me raw sounds more like that should be on a stop loss. All right, well, 9:21. Might get a Lorex short on the 30 tick. Look at this. Cluster. If this becomes an Xbox, if this gets trapped orders in it, mini magnet. We need like a absorption or OPR or something. Lorex is on the 30 ticks. They run. Yeah, Richard, the purpose of this is definitely not to use my charts or copy the charts or trades because there is that delay. So definitely always encourage no one to do that. Yeah, I've done that, Jeff. I mean, and I actually I'll still do that. I'll pick up evaluations if I want to try different strategies and or have them specific to certain strategies. Say, okay, this account I'm only doing, simplicity, or I'm only doing Lorex's, or I'm doing this. I do that pretty often. No, Peter, the only thing you need, I mean, you do have to purchase the Wealth Summit event because that's the one that comes with the Lorex indicator. No, Manila, this is all I trade. This is it. All right, y'all. I am going to hop off of here. And this account that I'm doing the challenge on, I'm going to stop trading. I'll probably, for those of you that are Apex members, I'm going to hop in the elite room and I'll trade my PAs. But, I'm not going to touch this one. So it'll stay the same value for Monday. Or actually, I don't know. I guess Monday's a half day. We'll see about Monday. But it'll stay that same value for the next time I'm on. 24,887. I have to, this was a losing week for me. So that's my goal. I don't care about days, but my goal is to always have a profitable week. This week wasn't a good one. Losing week. But I'm barely, $113, $112 down. So, that's nothing. We'll come back next week. Hopefully the market gets better. And, continue on. Appreciate all of y'all for jumping in here, jumping on the stream. For those of y'all in the Apex system, I'll see y'all in the Elite Room. And trade well, everybody. See y'all next week. Take care. Have a good weekend.